Dustin Spencer from the Christian Response Initiative. I am wanting to post this atheist challenge to everyone, to atheists, to Christians, to agnostics, to all, but especially to those atheists out there today who want to challenge Christians and everything. I believe that these questions will do a lot to challenge you in your thought process. I would welcome any response, video responses, email responses, and I will have a correspondence with you, and especially if I feel like your answers are really good, I would love to hear them, and it may lend some credibility to your arguments. I think that'd be great. Anyway, this is a list of the same number of questions as Brett Keane asked the Christians, and this is actually from one theist to all atheists, so it is something that I really would love to hear answered. Number one, is there such thing as absolute truth? Now, by absolute, I mean that they're true for every person in every age and can never be untrue. So, if so, what are some absolute truths? And how are they determined absolute? And you know what I mean by absolute, that they're true for everyone. So, is there such thing as absolute truth? Number two, according to naturalists and most atheists, the universe is the only thing that is eternal, all-powerful, and for all practical purposes, unchanging. Specifically matter there when I'm speaking unchanging. And matter can change places, but basically the matter of the universe will never disappear. Do you believe this is the case? You can see where those three descriptions kind of describe most theists' God. I think that's pretty interesting. Number three, according to Ron Carlson in one of his books, he states that it is philosophically impossible to be an atheist. Since to be an atheist, you must have infinite knowledge in order to know absolutely that there is no God. Now, that's a little facetious, I guess, but for instance, if someone was to come up to you and say that God lives behind a massive star out in the universe somewhere, and you can't prove that he doesn't because you can't study that, how do you respond to that questioning? Again, that's not supposed to be derogatory or anything like that. It's just want to know how you would respond to it. I've spoken with many atheists who feel persecuted because Christians and other religions believe that atheists can't be morally good people. And here are a couple of challenging questions I think that will deal with that moral goodness kind of thing. What does it mean to be good? Or does it mean to be moral? And do you have any concern for those things? What does it mean to be good or to be moral? Number 5 here. Without a moral responsibility, or in other words, someone to answer to, I guess, is not the greatest good whatever makes a person happy, or whatever it takes to survive. Therefore, if being a pedophile or a rapist or some horrible thing like that makes me the most happy, it brings me the most pleasure, am I not doing good for myself? Am I not doing the good for myself? Also, should I not kill anyone who owns more food or more possessions than I do? I know that sounds very barbaric, but in a sense that would assure my own survival, wouldn't it? If I were to be the cutthroat of anyone that has more than me, that would assure my own survival. So is that wrong, or is that good because it would benefit me? Number 6, the universe is a well-oiled and perfectly timed machine. That is to say that it's set up and it sustains itself without one thing being out of place. With that said, if we were to look at it, thinking intelligently, like it was the first time that we've ever seen it, would it be more plausible that someone or something or some being designed the universe to be this perfectly well-oiled machine, or would it be more plausible that random acts over a long period of time would help, would eventually start this machine and start it working perfectly as it is? Which would be more plausible? Number 7, if we are products of random acts, and indeed all things that we observe came out randomly, or in a better sense, accidentally, then when you boil it down, even the things that we're doing now came about by random occurrences. Furthermore, our thought processes are results of random actions at the root. Why is it important that the random actions in your life should have any effect on the random actions in anyone else's life? In other words, if everything is random, then is there anything worth actually knowing or imparting to someone else? In addition to this response, please defend why one random person's thoughts should be able to explain the beginning and the sustaining of all things. Now, I've got a quote here from C.S. Lewis that kind of explains that a little bit better. It says this: "If the solar system was brought about by an accidental collusion, then the appearance of the organic life on this planet was also an accident, and the whole evolution of man was an accident also. If so, then our present thoughts are mere accidents, the accidental byproduct of the movement of atoms. And this holds for the thoughts of the materialist and the astronomers as well as for anyone else. But if their thoughts, i.e. of materialism and astronomy, are merely accidental byproducts, why should we believe them to be true? I see no reason for believing that one accident should be able to give me a correct account for all other accidents." And that's basically what I would like to hear a response to. Number 8, if there is no God, no salvation, no responsibility, and no commitment to one another, then why do you feel the need to spread the news of atheism to a deceived or Christian world? What do you hope will come of it? And why will that even matter? Number 9. So no one can study everything, right? No one can study everything, past, present, future. No one has infinite knowledge. Does it take faith? Does it take faith to be an atheist? Faith means simply believing in something you can't prove beyond a shadow of a doubt. So just answer me this: does it take faith to be an atheist? Number 10. In conjecture with that question, that number 9 question, knowing the way the world is today, the order and the sequence of the world, the universe, does it take more faith to believe in a designer than it takes to believe in random acts that brought all this about? I need to move along. Question number 11. Many atheists claim that God has never interacted with the natural world, and if he did, that's all it would take for them to believe and be theistic. Well, in the past 50 years, there have been hundreds of thousands of supernatural events recorded in hospitals, churches, and normal, unbiased places and situations. These include miracle healings, demon and angel sightings, ghost sightings, near-death experiences, and all other supernatural events. Out of all of those in just the past 50 years, not to mention the millions and millions before that, do you believe that each and every person and each and every account of these were delusional or were hallucinated by the person? Do you believe that none of them really happened? It was all just self-deceived. And in sort of an addition to that, 95% of the world believes in a higher power or a God. Do you believe that all 6.5 billion of us today and all those billions in history, including people such as Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Ben Franklin, Pascal, Isaac Newton, Jesus, and so many others, do you believe that all of those are deceived? Or would you admit that the existence of some higher power is possible? You just don't believe in it. You see that there's a difference there, that it's possible, you just don't believe in it. So those are the 12 questions, and I really would love to hear some well thought out responses so I could respond to them. I would love also, Brett Keene, if you would please answer some of these as well. Thank you very much. We cannot be silent.